What's up, beautiful people? My name is Angela. This is the Crown Avenue podcast / YouTube channel. Welcome or welcome back if you're a real one. So today I'm feeling anxious. You could probably tell. I don't know. I could tell how I feel and how many times I've had to redo this little intro. But at any rate, I'm here today to talk with you about a couple of things. I want to talk about my anxiety. And I also want to talk about authenticity and kind of how these two things kind of go hand in hand for me and how they're related for me. So, dang, I'm nervous. I'm mad nervous. Woo! Oh, y'all. Okay. Whew. The pressure. Okay. It's fine. I'm good. Okay, I'm gonna breathe through it. Okay. All right. So, I was at a dinner last night. No, Saturday night with my friends. Me and my husband went to a birthday dinner for one of our friends. And at dinner, we actually all started talking about, like ADD, anxiety, and stuff like that. Pretty much mental health. It was a short conversation, but it was very meaty. So, and I was just proud of us for all sitting around talking about, like, men and women, black men and black women at that, sitting around talking about it. And, I think that, like, okay, so before I was getting ready to go out with them, when my husband went to go drop our daughter off with her grandmother, and we were getting ready to go out to eat. Like, I was getting cute. I had music playing. Like, I was feeling real good. I was feeling great. I was feeling very high energy, like just feeling amazing. And that energy carried on throughout the rest of the night. Like, we were with them till probably midnight, 1:00 in the morning. That energy carried on out through the night. And I was talking to the birthday girl. We were at their house on Saturday. And I was telling her that I really feel like I'm really in my authenticity bag with just feeling like I can walk in myself and be who I am and show these full and big parts of myself to the people around me and not feel like I have to hide or be small, because I'm not small. And I've been in relationship with people, whether they're related to me or whether we're just friends, where I have felt like I had to be small in those relationships and I couldn't show who I am. Or if I did show myself or show my face or take off that mask, then after the fact, I'm overthinking. I'm thinking about it. Oh, you did this, that. Oh, they could think this, that. Oh gosh, you were too much, or you were too loud, or you were too this or too that, or too, be too much. I could be too much now. And it's not too much though, because I love who I am. I accept who I am. And so, the people around me, they see that and they embrace it. They're not trying to low-key tear me down or make little comments or looking at me a certain kind of way. And they're not people who try to talk about other people with me. So I don't even feel like they're going to be doing that to me, if that makes sense. Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know. But I really feel like I'm in my joy bag. I'm in my authenticity bag. And I was feeling good. And then, so that was Saturday. I stayed home Sunday with my daughter because she was getting over something. So we didn't want to go take her to church around other kids. So, but she doing good. She doing great. So Sunday, in which my period started on Saturday too. So I was just feeling blah, but I had a lot of energy because I was excited to go out with our friends. And then on Sunday, y'all, I don't know if you ever heard the term the Sunday scaries, like when you gotta go back to work the next day, so you get anxious about the week and stuff like that. I'm off today. It's a holiday for us today. And I had the Sunday scaries last time. I was just so anxious about everything. This anxiety just came over me. And at dinner, I was talking with them about anxiety. And I've been more so, like, I've talked with my therapist about it. I talked with my husband about it. But I haven't really discussed the fact, and my co-counselors too. But outside of that, I haven't really discussed the fact, and not even really in depth with them either. So I'm going to just say my therapist and my husband. Nobody really knows the amount of anxiety that I experience sometimes. It's like, I'm not having panic attacks. I'm not, I can function with it, is what I'm saying. I can function with it. I don't really know the extent of it, but I do know that it's a lot of mental gymnastics in here. Very many mental gymnastics going on in here. Okay? Think gym dogs, gym meat. Think, y'all know the little dances they be doing, the floor routines. Think that in here. Okay? Mixed with the pole vault. That's track. Mixed with the vault and the flips and all that. That's me inside my head a lot of time. And it can just be so... The word that's coming to mind is crippling, even though I don't feel like it is crippling though. It's crippling in certain areas because creatively it's crippling. It's definitely crippling creatively. And it's just weird because I just felt so good on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I just started feeling just so, whoo. And this morning it was even worse. And I'm just like, girl, what have you? What's going on? I don't know. It's like I pick a thing to fixate on, and then I fixate on that. And like today I dropped my daughter off, and the doctor told me she can go back to school today. She has gotten better. She's good. She's still healing, but she's good. And she's not contagious or anything like that. We had this conversation, me and the doctor, but I had took it upon myself to say, no, I'm going to still keep her out on Monday because I just want to make sure. And the doctor already told me what he told me. And then we decided, and then we decided that she would go to school today, to daycare today. And so then I can have a day to kind of get things ready and really pour into my cup. So that's what we're doing. But like when I dropped her off, I'm like, hey, she's fine. She's got this and that, but it's not trying to over-explain, looking for validation. Like my anxiety manifests in a way that like I'm looking for validation. Like I wanted to call my coworker and be like, hey, because she's a mom and we have a kid like the exact same age. I wanted that to hear like it's okay from somebody else. I thought I'd call one of my best friends too, like just to hear like it's okay, you're making the right decision. And I know I'm making the right decision, so I stopped myself from calling anybody. I came home, I ate my breakfast, watched a little bit of TV, I worked out, I listened to some worship music, I did a little bit of reorganizing in here, and now I'm sitting here talking to y'all on the camera because I don't want to feed my anxiety. I have to really actively do things that don't feed my anxiety. And seeking validation from others, that feeds my anxiety. Like, I need to be able to stand on what I stand on 10 toes down and not have to worry about what anyone else has to think or say about it. And nobody else is like my brain. Like, ain't nobody said nothing about it. They said it was fine to bring it. Like, ain't nobody said nothing about it. But why am I second guessing myself? Why am I so anxious about it? I don't, like, whoo. So I think that I know that one way I have to combat my anxiety is to not seek that external validation. Sometimes I fail. Sometimes I succeed, and I learn from those failures. Never really failures, just lessons. Okay. So, not seeking that external validation, and then also not just like I'm shouldn't on myself, but one thing I can't do is just go sit on that couch and binge watch a show. It feeds my anxiety. It feeds it. That's escapism. I think I've talked about this already on the podcast. Like, that's just me trying to get my mind off something else, not really dealing with whatever I got going on. That's all that is. That's it. That's all. So, not doing that. 3, I gotta move my body. Like, I feel better when I do it. I have more energy when I do it. My brain is more clear when I do it. I gotta move my body. I can't be still. So I did 10 minutes on the bike. It was 10 minutes on the bike, and I did a 5-minute stretch. And I was like, all right, I'm good. On to the next thing. Like, let me clear this space. Let me create something. I wanna do this today. So I'm doing this. This talking helps my anxiety a lot. Like, I love to talk. Love to share. Not that it's easy. Speaking comes easier to me. Like, just talking confidently comes easier to me, I think, than it does other people. But like, yeah, I just like talking. I like sharing. I like processing, and this is a part of how I do that. And I just decided to do it and post it online. So yeah, other times I do it in my journal or just talk to God. But I'm a verbal processor for sure. So yeah, I don't even know what else I said we was gonna talk about. I said we was gonna talk about anxiety and authenticity. So yes, another thing that helps my anxiety is being around people who I can be my authentic self around, and who I don't have to second guess who I am or second guess my worth or my value or my coolness. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm fun to be around. I'm funny. I'm boisterous. I'm loud. I like to laugh. I like to dance. I love music. Like, I'm me. And then I also like to have I like to get real. It wouldn't, listen, Saturday we talked about riffraff and we talked about some deep stuff too. And I loved it. That's what I like to do. I like to know what's going on in people's minds and feel safe enough to share what's going on in mine too. So yeah, like, I think that a part of being able to be your authentic self for me is those relationships around me. Like, I have to be surrounded by people who I don't have to censor myself for. I don't have to edit this for. I don't have to pretend. And I don't have to be in my head when I'm with them. That's very important to me. And it's like, I'm just at such a place of self-acceptance in my personal life. And I love it here. So yeah, like, lean into your people. Don't worry about the people who don't be choosing you. I done been there too. Don't worry about the people who don't be choosing you. You like, you should choose me, but we're this, we're that. Don't worry about them. Focus on those relationships that are reciprocal in your life. Focus on those relationships that are filling your cup, as well as you pouring into them as well. Yeah, and that's just, it's a really beautiful thing, and I'll leave that at that. But at any rate, I just want to share that. So yeah. I'm really coming to terms with this anxiety that I experience from time to time. I'm really coming to terms with it. Just trying to explore it and see what is that. And spending more time with God, yes. Talking to my therapist, yes. Spending more time with myself, yes. So, and speaking of therapy, like, real talk, I ain't been in weeks. Weeks. I think since before my birthday. I know since before my birthday. So yeah, might have been before the new year. Was it the first week of the year when I went? I don't know. I have to look. But it's been a long time. So I'm gonna be getting back on that. And I don't know, I might be actually finding a new therapist. So that's another thing. Yeah, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. February's almost over. Hallelujah. It's been a very, 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 very packed month. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. So yeah, I'm gonna see how this is, and if I like it, I'll post it. So yeah, until next time, stay true. Bye.